On the news tonight, women urged to promote peace and venture into sciences for developed society as the World Bank International Day for Women in Science. National leader of APC Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu visits Awujale of Ijebu. A pleasant evening to you all out there and happy weekend. This is NTA Ijebu ode News coming to you from your heritage station. Thanks for staying tuned. My name is Olamumi Adeniji. Here are the details of our package. The national leader of the All Progressive Congress Party, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has informed the Awujale of Ijebu and the paramount ruler of Ijebu land, Oba Sikiru Adetono, of his intention to contest for the presidency in 2023. He disclosed this when he visited the royal father in his house in Ijebu. Correspondent Joe Pola has the details of that report.
It was a carnival-like atmosphere as Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his entourage converged on the official residence of Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu land, Oba Sikiru Adetono. The national leader of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, arrived at Awujale, followed by political associates, aides, politicians, and all well-wishers. After paying homage to the royal father, he informed the Oba of his intention to contest the president come 2023. According to him, it has been a lifelong ambition to rule Nigeria, and he intends to use the opportunity of 2023 to realize his dream.
He's aware of the official. He has, Papa watches the news most of the time. He's aware of that. He was waiting for this day, and he prayed for me, and I'm happy about that.
Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebu land, Oba Sikiru Adetono, told him that he has the support and the support of the people of Ijebu. He also gave his royal blessings and prayed for him and his ambition. Asiwaju has since left to continue his consultations. In Ijebu ode, Maiwa Ereton, NTA News.
Attention of Nigerians may soon be shifted to state assemblies as the National Assembly Joint Ad Hoc Committee on the review of the Constitution engages the Conference of Speakers of State Houses of Assembly on the Constitution Amendment exercise. Dayo Ogunshola completes the report. We apologize that report might not be able to come your way in the course of this bulletin. Women have been charged to promote peace and venture into sciences to accelerate progressive society. This was the fallout of this year's International Day of Women and Girls in Science. Timpre Hoa completes the report.
Over the years, there have been a significant gender gap in the levels of science, technology, engineering, mathematics the world over. Despite the tremendous progress women have made towards increasing their participation in higher education, they are still underrepresented in these fields. To chart a way forward and ensure equal access and participation in science by women and girls, the United Nations General Assembly declared 11th February as International Day of Women and Girls in Science. World Peace President Ambassador Pa Satsen underscores the need to raise awareness on the relevance of science in promoting world peace, particularly from women and girls in the society.
I'm using this medium to also let the world know that we cannot achieve the needed peace without the involvement of women. Hence, the promotion of science by women and girls will together make the world a better place.
Discovered that women are not being proactive in entering into some professions, especially in sciences. Men had always been breaking records in sciences and women are lagging behind. So this was done to challenge them, the women, the girls, to enter into science and break some records, because women are intelligent as well as men are.
Speakers at the event harped on the evolving digital space that needs to be utilized by women and girls to make them self-reliant and expand their knowledge. Peace Awards were conferred on individuals that have contributed to peace development in the country. Wife of the Bayelsa State Governor, Ambassador Gloria Dewey, who was among the recipients of the International Justices of Peace Award, lauded the group and promised to be an ambassador of peace in championing the cause of women and girls in science.
My husband has done so much in seeing that peace is maintained in Bayelsa, and as women, as girls, as youths, we are going to take this step in this direction to ensure that Bayelsa is peaceful for the people that will come in and people outside.
Other recipients and participating students comment.
And that science is not only for men, it can be for both women, and we should take all professions. We should leave some for men and some for women. I also learned that but we can help ourselves with our passion. If I like doing hairdressing and I have the business that I do can help me, give me money, and I can use it to help myself by paying my school fees.
And that we should give women and girls their...
You're welcome back and thanks for joining us. The news continues. Peace is a veritable tool that enhances development of any society. Hence, the need for Nigerians to ensure that peace prevails in all atmospheres, including politics, business, and socio-economic environment. Oba Aicent reports that this is what PDP supporters in Cross River State are saying while protesting an alleged plan to arrest their members. The report.
Speaking, a gangbang told alleged that there is a plot to arrest him and other party supporters for flimsy reasons to weaken its ranks and call on the police to be fair in any case, especially with the by-election coming 26th of February 2022.
Call the Commissioner of Police. The Commissioner of Police is not supposed to take side. He's supposed to be neutral. Let us elect whoever we want to represent us.
This message is to the Commissioner of Police, because every instruction will come to his office. Whoever is instructing him arbitrarily, he should know that he is a professional. He should be careful in the way he discharges his duties in Cross River State.
Power to the people. PDP. We are peace and peace-loving and abiding people in Ogoja. We are free from violence. We don't like violence. For us to be intimidated because we are taking our own choices, it's not fair. We will not want to be intimidated. We want democracy to take its course in Ogoja.
Reacting, the State Publicity Secretary of All Progressive Congress APC Cross River State, Erasmus Ekpan, debunked all claims by PDP, saying the complaint and protest is a sign of defeat in the forthcoming election.
I'm talking for the party, but as far as I'm talking for the party, I'm telling you that there is no such plot. They've already started showing sign of weakness by raising such false alarm for nothing. And I want to make you understand too that if there's any breach of peace caused by either an APC member or PDP member, security operations will handle such persons.
The State Police Public Relations Officer Irene Ugbos said she was yet to be briefed as at the time of filing this report.
I'm still yet to confirm. The man is not picking my call. I can't say what I don't know.
Political stalwarts stress the need for political actors to guide their supporters to ensure the forthcoming election is devoid of all acrimony that can jeopardize the peace in Ogoja before, during, and after the election. In Ogoja, Oba Aicent, NTA News.
You are still watching the news from NTA Ijebu ode. There will be more reports after this time out. Don't go away.
Fake news which is shared for malicious purposes is a danger to our peace and security in Nigeria. Misinformation as fake news is a serious threat to our hard-earned democracy and promotes hatred and misunderstanding between our communities. We are all responsible for stopping the spread of fake news in its tracks. So, always check the source and credibility of any news item. Say no to fake news. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Information.
The one-year memorial and Thanksgiving service of late Elder Saliu Yusuf has been held at A5 Event Center, Ijebu ode, and it was well attended by family members, friends, and well-wishers. Correspondent Kendi Mele has the rest of the report.
That was the Thanksgiving of Memorial Service of the late Elder Saliu Ayola Yusuf, a chartered accountant and a dedicated father. In his sermon, Zonal Pastor of the Mountain of Fire Ministry Headquarters, Idimu, Lagos, Pastor Jonathan Olutola, entitled Legacy of a Good Parent, taking his text from Jeremiah 35, he said, "A good father leaves behind a legacy of good children who cannot be compromised and corrupted, who love each other and have the fear of God." The children of the deceased could not stop talking about the good qualities of their father.
There are lots of fond memories of my father. My father is a disciplinarian, and I will say to you that he is always praying for for us children. He will send us Bible quotes and everything, and even up till now, I still have them on my phone. All the text messages that I have not deleted, I keep reading them and keep going over them.
It will take me all day to talk about my father. Needless to say that he was a very prayerful man. He was hardworking. He taught us what it is to not use other people's time, but work on your own time, and you will be successful. And one thing that I miss today is the reflection on how many times he would just call and just pray for you.
He was a wonderful man, and I'm a product of him. Integrity matters a lot. That he taught us while we were growing up. He was like, you have the name to protect. So and with that, and my job as the ombudsman now, it just fits right. It was as if he prepared me for the job. So I remember him, and I was always remember him.
He was the head of the family, our eldest brother. He was a notable chartered accountant, cost and management accountant, who qualified in the early 60s, in his early 20s. He set a pace for all of us. He created the benchmark that most of us had to emulate. And he was equitable, he was friendly, he was a coach of the highest order, he was also a mentor.
Guests dressed in colorful ashwebi who came from all walks of life were later treated to sumptuous meal. On the bandstand, teaching out sweet melody was Adewale Ayuba. In Ijebu ode, Kendi Amile, NTA News.
To end the news this evening, a recap of our top stories. We brought to a report that as the world marked International Day of Women in Science, women have been charged to promote peace and venture into sciences to accelerate progressive society. We also told you that national leader of APC, Asiwaju Tinubu, has paid a visit to the Awujale of Ijebu, Oba Sikiru Adetono, and told him of his intention to contest for the presidency come 2023. And that concludes our package for this evening. The Yoruba version of the news we brought to you by Ajibola Abiodun. After this message, do have a good night rest and a happy weekend ahead.